was incredible. You know, he got out a couple early jams, and then after that, he was pretty much as good as you can get. I think the command of his fastball, his splitty, you know, his cutter, his slider, everything was, you know, tremendous. So it was really, really nice to see that, you know, he came out and, you know, did a great job. I know he was ready to, you know, prove, you know, everybody wrong about last year and you know, giving him the opening day start as well. So he did one heck of a job.
Did he try and talk you into finishing that in there?
No, he actually said something comical. He said, yeah, it's not a bad move. I think if it was a calm day, Zimmerman would have had 900 feet of home runs. So.
You talked about aggressive base running. Sometimes you live by it, sometimes you die.
Well, you know, Soriano had a decent jump, probably, you know, real close play. We ended up scoring anyway, 1 run. You know, but you know, that was the time to try something like that. It didn't work out. You know, and then just going on contact in the last inning there, that was, you know, if that ball's left or right, you know, we score and tie the game. So you know, it's hard to, you know, when you have speed like that, and you know, Mather's such a good base runner. You know, that's you know, one reason I pinch ran for him, because I knew I was going to have to go on contact. You know, with Lidge throwing all them sliders, so it was going to be tough matchup for the next couple guys.
Some of those calls on Kerry Wood were pretty close. Was there a sense that if they were strikes, he got a little speed?
No, I mean, I didn't notice anything like that from the dugout, that there was any, you know, there was some borderline pitches, but nothing, you know.
Now that you're short pen and half the way, that you manage the game at the end, or is it just the way you would do it?
The short pin?
Well, you haven't one of this kind.
No, there's no, you know, other way I would have handled the bullpen.
Fazio went out to talk to Lee. Was there something that he saw?
You know, you'd probably have to ask Boz about that. You know, I think he was just trying to give him a little breather at that time and break, and you know, it looked like he was just decelerating a little bit on his cutter there. So.
You know, the Soriano attempted steal, was that just a single steal? Was it double steal?
Well, I mean, it's always a single steal. The guy at first base always has the option, depending on what kind of jump he gets, and if he's, you know, aware of the guy going, you know, stealing third. You don't want to just, you know, back in steal then if you don't get a very good jump either, because, you know, the guy's pretty quick to home, and they can throw behind and get an easy out there. So you're not getting as good a jump as the guy ahead of you in that situation. So you don't know if he's going for sure or not. You can't take off in case he fakes and decides to stop, and you're in no man's land.
Against Rossburg, were you happy with your hitter's approach against him?
You know, I mean, you know, when you got pitchers like that, you know, at the end of the season they have 2.5 earned run averages, and there's a reason for it, because you don't score more than 2.5 runs every 9 innings. So when guys don't walk guys and they have that kind of stuff, you know, you try to be as aggressive as you can. You know, if you want to keep taking pitches, you're going to get into 2-strike counts, and they ain't going to walk you anyway. They got great command of their breaking balls. You know, so you know, we'd have probably hit a couple of home runs like they did too today. So it was unfortunate that way, but you know, they would have had a couple as well. So, but there were some good at bats. You know, there's some hard hit balls. De Jesus, I thought, swung the bat pretty well today. Did a good job, but you know, on a whole, it wasn't that bad. You know, people can, you know, beat that to a dead horse, what the approach is on great pitchers.
You get the starting pitching you'd anticipate coming into the season, low-scoring game, close, late. These kind of games you're going to anticipate this year?
Yeah, I mean, you know, especially when the wind's blowing in, there's no doubt about it. It's just, I mean, there was some balls absolutely munched today that didn't go out of a ballpark. You know, sometimes you know, as well as those balls are hit, you'd have thought they'd at least got to the basket. And you know, that ball Stewart hit is, you know, that's tough. But yeah, there's no doubt. You know, we're going to have to, you know, put some hits together and pop some 3-run homers. But you know, as well as the other team's going to have to do the same thing. But you're going to see some low-scoring games in these conditions. I don't care what kind of team you have.
You know, on the contact plays, does he automatically go regardless whether it's hit the third or not? Is it?
Yeah, you're going. You're getting, and Mather's the best on the team at it, and you know, he pulled it a couple times. You know, it's just unfortunate that the fielder didn't have to move a little left or right. You know, but that's the you know, the gamble you're taking. You know, the odds of getting a hit with 2 outs and a guy like Lidge throwing sliders every pitch. You know, I'll take my chances on a ground ball being hit, you know, 1 step to the left, 1 step to the right of a fielder, and we score and tie the game up there.